be on the show. Completely hilarious, all the way from Chicago, Illinois. Please put your hands in Chi-Town in the building. Love Chicago, my favorite neighborhood. I can name every neighborhood in Chicago. Gold Coast, Logan Square, Humboldt Park, the place Kanye grew up. I can name all of them. Folks, please put your hands together and welcome Lindsay Lucido!
Hey guys, I was giving one of my clients a massage the other day, which is weird because I'm a bank teller. No, I'm kidding. I don't do that. I work as a preschool teacher, and I've been working there for about 2 years. And I remember the first day like it was yesterday. On the first day, like as soon as I walked in, a girl peed herself, which kind of freaked me out at first. But luckily, one of my coworkers had underwear in my size, so. Did you guys get it? With like we go out with the kids a lot, like to the park and stuff, and when you're with kids, you have to constantly count them, to make sure you don't lose one. And let me tell you guys, it is so scary to lose a kid. But it's like way scarier to gain one, It's like, oh my God, did we just kidnapped that kid? I get annoyed. People are always telling me like not to date my coworkers. They're like, don't date your coworkers. Don't date other comedians. Don't date your family members. And it's like, okay, well then who's left? I'm actually pretty sexually inexperienced. I'm 25 right now, and I didn't have my first kiss until I was 21. And normally when I tell people that, they're like, hey, at least you're not easy. And I'm always like, we don't know that. I do have a list on my computer of all the guys I've ever slept with. Right now it's called New Document. I have friends, though, who they'd, try to brag to me about how much sex they have. Like, I had a friend who's like, hey, Lindsay, I bet I've had 10 times as much sex as you've had. And I'm always like, joke's on you, because 10 times 0 is still 0. You loser virgin, you. I had someone come up to me after a set once, and she was like, great set, but you gave off a very please fuck me vibe. And I was like, good, so it's coming across. I have OCD. Does anyone else in here? Cool, I need everybody to clap 3 times or my mother will die. Thank you. I don't know if you guys don't know about it, you probably have seen stuff about it on TV, right? You see the compulsive side of it, which is flipping light switches on and off a bunch of times, or cleaning things. But what you don't see a lot of is the obsessive side of it, which is what causes you to do those compulsions. And for me, my obsession is I'm afraid I'm gonna kill someone. I'm just so quirky. Obviously, I'm not going to kill anyone, obviously. You guys clapped 3 times. Thank you. You saved yourselves. But it just, means that my anxieties are very different than yours probably are, right? Because, I'll be going on a trip with my friends, and we'll be waiting for the plane to take off, and they'll start freaking out. They'll be like, oh, my God, what if someone hijacks our plane? And then, of course, I start freaking out, and I'm like, oh, my God, what if I hijack our plane? And that's not the thing my therapist can really give me much exposure therapy on, right? Because she can't be like, okay, so hypothetically, you hijack a plane. What's the worst that could happen? I want you to go out there and murder someone and journal through it, I like to watch serial killer documentaries, though. Does anyone else? They're so good. Yeah, it's so good, but bad. Because I have OCD and I'm afraid I'm going to kill someone. So I start comparing myself to the serial killers. I'm like, oh my God, Jeffrey Dahmer liked bananas. I like bananas. And you know what they say, the banana peel is the gateway skin. So as I said earlier, I work with kids. And part of my OCD, it makes me have this like fun little game of would you rather going on in my head at all times. It goes something like this. Okay, you guys can play this at home if you want. Would you rather Timmy break his arm while you were watching him, or Timmy die while his mom was watching him? Fun little game. For me, the answer's always the same. Obviously, I'd rather Timmy die while his mom was watching him, right? Right? Come on, don't lie. Because, like, it wouldn't have been my fault, you know? And if he were to break his arm with me, I don't think his mom would be okay with it just because I was like, wow, you're so lucky, though, because the other choice was that you kill him. So I don't really have sex, as you heard, but I've done some things. I licked a dick twice once. This one time. And I was actually, very recently I was on a medication that was supposed to make me calm and level-headed, which it did not do. What it did do was make me lactate. Which wouldn't have been a problem, but the guy that I was hooking up with at the time really liked to squeeze my boobs. And I was really afraid that I was gonna squirt him in the face. Which would have been terrible. Because he was a vegan, you know? Guys, thank you. I've been Lindsay Lucido.
Lindsay Lucido, everybody! Chicago, Lindsay. Hey, all right.